HobbyKidsVids.
What's up guys, HobbyMom here. I'm going to show you guys how to make a delicious family dessert. Super easy, super fast. You need Cool Whip. I'm doubling the recipe, so this is twice what I would normally make. Otherwise I get a regular size Cool Whip tub. So I'm going to put half in this bowl, this mixing bowl here. What's up, Hobby Kids? Oh, they're coming around. See, they know something's fun going on. Then you get 2 yogurts. This is the 6-ounce size. You can get 8-ounce. You can get any flavor at all that you want. I personally love key lime pie. It is like one of my favorite flavors. But you can get strawberry, cherry, banana.
Well, but I have yogurt and strawberries and blueberries.
Me too.
What flavor is that, Hobby Mom?
This is key lime. You can get the organic flavor, Greek yogurt. You can use any yogurt.
What's key lime pie?
Key lime pie flavor? This one's by Yoplait. So it tastes just like key lime pie. This is a great way to be able to get your kids to get some calcium in their diet. It's a very light, summery dessert too. Gotta lick that lid. It's just too good to pass up. So 2 yogurts, 1 tub of Cool Whip. The Cool Whip that I used today was exceptionally big because it was cheaper to buy it that way, and then I could double my batch. So I'm doing 1 batch for the Hobby Kids with graham cracker crust that you can buy pre-made in the baking aisle of your local grocery store. Mix it together real good so it's not lumpy, so make sure it's nice and smooth. You can take your Cool Whip out of the freezer if you want, maybe 10 minutes before you start doing this, so it makes it a little bit easier to mix and it's not as lumpy.
I want to eat some.
Ooh, HobbyPig can't wait. If you want it extra creamy, you can add in 1 more yogurt, which is what I'm going to do for this recipe. You're supposed to only use 2, but that's if you're using 8-ounce cups. In this instant, it's 6 ounces, so I'm going to add in 1 extra cup. I like mine extra creamy. I actually got this recipe from my mom, and I've adopted it as my own because I absolutely fell in love with it. And I am the only one in the family that will actually make it nowadays, so it kind of became my recipe. You can also, after you add it to the graham cracker crust, you can put fruit topping on it, and that way after it freezes, when you let it thaw out, the fruit will stick to your pie, and you're basically eating like frozen fruit. It's a great way to get the kids to eat fruit too. You can add in grapes, you can add in anything you want. Make sure to leave in your comments your favorite flavor of yogurt. I'm kind of curious to see what everyone's favorite flavor is. Now you don't have to put it in the pie crust if you don't want to. You can put it in just a regular glass bowl and put that glass bowl in the freezer. Just make sure your glass bowl is freezer safe, like Pyrex. That's the brand that I use and I never have a problem. Make a nice little swirly-do, like so.
That looks good.
Doesn't it? Just to add a little bit of deco, I'm gonna put a fruit on top. This is a good way for citrus if you just put a lot of pressure on it and roll it. It makes it a little bit easier to cut. Kind of like gets the juices flowing. I really should be cutting this on a cutting board, but I'm kind of just doing this on the fly. If there's kids watching, make sure to always have a parent with you when using sharp utensils, or a responsible adult at the very least. So because I have kids, I'm just gonna make a cute little happy face. Go ahead and put your pie in the freezer for roughly about an hour. It's a good idea to start this dessert before you start dinner. That way after dinner, it's ready. I'm gonna use a Pyrex for mine. This is the brand I was talking about. It's a really good brand for glass. You can even put it in your oven, as long as you don't broil anything with it. Anywho, let's finish off this Cool Whip here. This makes a lot. As you can see, this recipe goes a long way. It's something you guys can snack on too throughout the week. You can add a little sprinkle, like if you're trying to get your kids to eat powdered vitamins, you can sprinkle it in here. It's a good way to kind of disguise it for the little kidlets. And if there's any kids watching, you'll never know. You can't even taste it. It'll be healthy. I personally am gonna do it this way without the crust. Number one, because it's just less calories that I don't really want for my body. And also because most crusts have a lot of gluten in them, and I'm staying away from gluten for health reasons. It does not agree with me. Alternatively, you can get your cupcake tin, place liners in the cupcake tins, and then put the yogurt right into the cupcake liner. Put the whole tin into the freezer, and then you can have like little yogurt, frozen yogurt cupcakes. It is delicious, and the kids go gaga over it when you have it in little cupcake tins. It's a great way to kind of coach them or guide them to eat this, especially if they're lacking in dairy and you want to get calcium in their diet. Some kids are sensitive to dairy, so this is not what I would recommend, but for those kids that aren't, this is a great recipe. Again, it's 2 yogurts and 1 tub of Cool Whip. Usually it's a 16-ounce tub, and 2 8-ounce yogurts is the standard. So as you can see, I'm putting it right into the glass. Make sure you get those corners real good. You don't want to miss them. Otherwise, there'll be a little air pocket there. You want to get it nice and even. And after this is all frozen, I literally just get my knife and cut squares of it. I just chunk it out onto a little plate. Sometimes I stand in front of the freezer and take a little bite. It's my dirty little secret. It's just so good. I can't wait to get to the couch to eat it, so I'll stand right there and just take a bite. Technically, you don't have to freeze it. You can just eat it this way, but something about it being frozen just adds that extra little texture to it. It's so good. Trust me, you guys are gonna love this.
It does look good.
I think I'm just as excited as you to have some tonight.
I like what you did with the happy face.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
It's cool, huh?
Cool like Cool Whip.
That's right. So it's been a couple hours. We left it in a little bit longer than what we needed to, but it's okay. You can leave it in overnight. It doesn't even matter. A good way to check it is just to get a generic butter knife, and then you can just stab the middle. See how there's a lot on the knife? That means that you can leave it in longer if you want, but this is like the perfect type texture that I like, is just leaving it in for like an hour or 2. That way it kind of like melts in your mouth and it's not so frozen rock hard. For your key lime pie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yummy.
I love my pie. But can I have some pie?
Yeah. You want an eyeball?
Yeah. I have eyeball too.
2 eyeballs coming right up.
Delicious pie.
Oh man. Hey, it still stayed together pretty good. Look at that. That's like the perfect texture right there. Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh, I so want to eat it.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, good thing.
This one's mine. And where's mine?
You guys are getting plastic forks today.
Okay.
Boom, boom. Keeping it easy.
Where's
Keeping
mine?
it real.
Where's mine?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Oh.